Feature Friday.
The freshest. Cool.
So what you guys have told me.
She's back.
Yeah, we really enjoy Belle actually. She's very enjoyable to look at and see.
I love her music videos too.
Apparently she used to be a child actress. Mm-hmm. And I think in this video she's gonna kind of lean towards that from what you guys have kind of spoiled. Thanks, mate. I'm only joking. But yeah, maybe she's gonna act here.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Star Music, which
ABS-CBN.
they've been putting a lot of good stuff lately. I think also they're working with Gigi at the moment as well. So
yes.
Good stuff. Yeah, go on.
New music. Oh gosh.
So that you also do that in the Philippines. You kind of do the little bow. She's kind of pretty. Or is she passing out?
I think she's real stressed. That's what real stress looks like.
Or she just took a test.
Is it a test? I think
exam.
it's an audition.
Even when I'm told no, I don't take that for an answer.
Yeah, it was an audition.
It was an audition.
Yeah. You know what?
She's kinda
this is
attractive,
probably the most relatable song that any auditionee person
What did
out
she
there
say?
trying to make
What did
it
she
out is, even if they say no, that doesn't mean I can't.
Fuck! Dog.
Dude, relatable.
Even when I'm told no,
Told no.
I don't take that for an answer.
You go,
I'm
girl.
focused on my goals, cause that's what really matters. I'm on an uphill slope, taking it real slow.
Okay, don't burst out crying here, Waleska. What?
The journey comes a tap
Oh,
back.
four on the floor, okay.
Sometimes I wanna quit the show. I'm told that I should step back, but here's something that they should know. I won't back down.
That's right. I like these lyrics.
And I'll stand my ground.
Give me the chorus.
I'm on the rise, right before their eyes.
Nice.
Limit with this time. I'm ready to take flight.
Charming.
Someday they'll see I'll be exactly where I want to be.
I don't know.
Living out my dreams.
Pause, go back. See, let's see the little comments. She's
not pretty enough.
I don't know her. Di niya deserve, which I mean, she doesn't deserve it, kind of thing.
Sanay bang na lang.
You know what's it? Damn, that's not fucking proper, dog. Say that shit again.
Sanay bang na lang.
God damn.
I don't know what you mean.
His was really interesting. Well, Samsung Pay, trying to pay anyway.
Okay.
His was really interesting about like, because I've seen it from an outsider's perspective, right?
I love this song.
Again, she would also be real interesting to speak to what her experience of the auditions, what the industry has kind of been like. And I think she's fairly young. I think she's kind of my age, maybe a bit older, maybe a bit younger. I don't know. But I have seen it, like, obviously with Walucha, and I've seen it with all the other artists that we know. And in theatre, it's certainly much more cutthroat. And I am speaking now from an outsider's perspective. I never did theatre. Walucha did. And in London, so you can imagine, everyone's a prick.
What? The industry is great. Don't say that. It's fantastic.
Again, I'm
but
an
it's not
outsider.
all glitter.
Listen, I have nothing to lose, so I can say whatever I want.
Fair enough.
Right? You can say whatever you want. This is my thoughts. And it's very cutthroat, right? And
It is, though.
which is good, right? I come from a sporting background and the music world, so you need that shit to grow. What's then really interesting is, if you don't do theatre, you do it kind of the more mainstream way, which I guess is the way Belle did. Again, I don't know her background. And then you start to gain popularity. And most importantly, when you are trying to go mainstream, you want people's opinions. You want to find out if your product can sell. And fucking no, you're the product.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Which is quite rough.
So you can say, if they say that you are not something,
Yeah,
that means that
something
the
to do with your
product,
character, something to
it's
do with
you.
me.
Like, yeah, it's something wrong with your personality. There's something wrong
so
with
when
your
I go
brain
to the
or
shops,
something.
when I go to the shops and I don't like a specific type of soap, that soap is shit. I buy something else.
That's right.
If I say it's an album or an artist, you know what I mean? It's like, what, the person is garbage? That's not true. We don't know her.
That's
or
right.
You don't know. You know, it's really weird. So then, in theatre, it's the opinions of those significant people. The people who hold the auditions and stuff. But because it's not so mainstream and you don't really get that bump of popularity that fast.
Yes.
I mean, let me ask you, how many theatre actresses or actors do you know? And Vanessa Hudgens, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland don't count.
Even though they have a background in theater. Yeah.
They became popular through Hollywood. And that's okay. I'm not throwing shade at any of that. But in theatre, it's different because the opinions of the people you hear hurt.
Well, yeah.
And they're not that much in terms of the amounts that you get, but they fucking hurt.
Yeah.
In the mainstream, you get millions of comments and thousands upon thousands of opinions. So it's a really weird balance. And now you're kind of seeing both, especially this now coming from the artists that we speak to and understanding how everyone handles things. But I think she's gone through both, which is what this is my guess. So fuck me. I'm just doing alright because it is brutal.
Honestly, love the lyricism, love the video itself. It's what if you have been somewhere in the somewhat related to this environment in life, exposed to this type of constant rejection, even if it's you're applying to jobs, even if it's like you're applying to universities and stuff, you know what a no means, what a rejection actually means.
Even in love, even in friendships.
And it's so relatable in so many aspects of life. It is not only, you know, I'm gonna make it as a star. No. It's in every aspect of your life. Right. And I think it's really cool. I like the positive message here. It feels like I'm watching Miley Cyrus decline.
Yeah, right. And obviously the lyricism and the composition of the percussion and they do have this kind of upbeat, and that's the benefit of Four on the Floor. It does provide this thump, this rhythmical kind of a march, which then lines up to the Rise. Let's rise up, which I'd imagine is what the message is going to be.
Yeah.
Living on my dreams, right before their eyes.
Yes, girl.
I'm on the rise.
So she's on the come up, huh?
I love the riff.
All the more I take control. Looking back now.
This is such a great song.
Whatever life shows, no, I won't back down. And I'll stand my ground.
Okay.
I'm on the rise, right before their eyes. No limit but the sky. I'm ready to take flight. Someday they'll see. I'll be
enjoyable.
Love that outfit.
Yeah, that's an attractive ass outfit, eh?
She's beautiful.
Right before their eyes. I'm on the rise.
Nice. Look.
See, it's great. Let's talk about musically speaking
Yeah.
what's happening here. So you've got a super easy catchy melody in the verse and chorus, even though the chorus has a natural intricacy, which is not how you would have predicted the song to go in the chorus. I'm expecting a big climax moment to be coming right now.
It would be in the last 3 to 4 minutes.
I would think so, right? So, and then there's also this upbeat, refreshing, early 2000s pop inspirational song track. Couldn't have been any more girly. I love it because I think girly would be the wrong adjective. It's more like, I don't know, there's like empowerment to it, but there was an era in the early 2000s that was it, you know? Oh, I love it. Like,
she's 19.
oh my god, what?
And she actually began appearing on television at the age of 9, doing supporting cast roles type of things. And she began in the comedy show themed Going Bulilit. I think I read this every time we check her out.
To be completely honest, let me just be completely honest out here. She knows rejection firsthand. Believe
I would imagine.
me.
She's very fucking famous.
Well, if you start in the industry so young, you would definitely know what it means to... Especially, the thing is, a lot of time and work goes into the auditioning process. I know we've spoken about that aspect in different videos in the channel before, but it's important to highlight that you invest a lot of yourself into the process, the material that you're about to present. So you do a lot of research, you do a lot of investment mentally and physically, and then so when you go into that room, you are about to present the best version of yourself through that character or whatever it is that you're trying to portray. So the fact that they turn that down, it's like they're turning down your sacrifice as well as everything else that happens around it. Obviously the industry doesn't actually care about that. That's not what they're looking for. Neither should they.
No, neither do the people that put those comments, because and that like give that criticism based on characters and personalities, because it's really funny because they think they know you.
That's right.
But ironically enough, they don't.
That's right.
They know what you've presented to them in this piece of art.
That's right.
And then that's why it's really interesting sometimes when artists do post pieces that are really up close and personal, and then they tell really personal stories, because then it's like, dude, whatever judgment that's gonna get, that's real. You know what I mean?
It's a really close hit to the vulnerability of your own persona.
But even then, like in this video, we're seeing, premeditated things. We're seeing acting. We're seeing a story that is been showcased in the way it wants to be showcased.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure there's been way darker moments and way brighter moments. So really interesting about art. But I have to say, musically speaking, it is pop, right? So if you don't like pop, then tough. But it is really enjoyable pop. It is that pop that it really hit the nail in the head during the 2005s to the 2010s.
Yeah.
That was kind of the best.
Looking out the dirty window, just on illuminate the
Yeah, you had The Climb, you had all these type of songs that really hit what pop was meant to be.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, with a good
Leona
message,
Lewis,
fun, a good-looking girl, a video that feels relatable to everyone. So it really does. Pinnacle pop. It's good.
It's fantastic. I love it. I think this is great.
Yeah.
I'm on the rise.
Even the layers are so poppy.
I'm on the rise.
Nice.
Oh,
Right before
nice.
their eyes.
Imagining crescendo after this.
No limit but the sky.
I adore her. She's adorable.
I'm ready to take flight. Ready to take flight. I'm ready to flee. I'll be exactly where I'm meant to be. Living on my
Yes to the ad-libs.
dreams. Right before their eyes. Right before their eyes. I'm on the rise.
Oh, nice.
Ah, fantastic.
Good choice.
I'm on the rise.
Yeah, return to that and break it down from there. The best actress performance.
I'm on the rise.
It's her own movie.
Ah, love it. Love it. You know what? Yes, delete them comments. They don't exist.
It's not even about that. I think it's coming at peace with your own judgment.
Your own
rather than
perspective
anything
of
else.
yourself. I totally agree with that.
It's
Yes.
coming more with peace
Coming
with
to
your
terms.
own judgment of things. Because if you are pleased, I thought that was a really good project as well.
Yeah.
Tangin Talihan.
Yeah.
That
That was beautiful. The whole music video for that was so magical.
I think it might have been near the same area. That area seems really familiar for Belle. You know,
maybe they just
it's like a big mansion looking thing that
it's very colonial.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
But I think it's not about the comments and it's not about that stuff, because you can only give that so much value, even if they're really positive and if they're really negative. At the end of the day, it's you who makes the decision how to interpret them and how much they mean. So it's coming at peace with you at the end of the day. So,
Gosh, that's a lot to swallow for a 19-year-old girl, I think. Think about that.
it's a lot to swallow for everyone.
Yeah, but that is one heck of a, realization to.
But it is interesting, right? Because she's trying to figure out who she is. Even.
Looking back at everything that you've done, all the rejections, everything that you have to gone through, and then actually come to terms with the realization that, perseverance.
Do you know when you're
is-
an actress
that's
or
mad.
an actor, and you are kind of 18, 19, 20, 21, and you've done it for a really long time?
Yes.
At this point, she's done it for 10 years, right? And the characters you've done the most are kind of the characters that people define you by, right?
Yes,
They kind of associate you with. But you're also trying to figure out who you are, right? So
That's true.
I'd imagine that must get fucking confusing. Like,
like-
you must have like an identity fucking crisis going on, because you're like, people think I'm like that, or people think I'm like this, or like that, or like that, because those are the characters I have played,
That's
and
right.
those are the music videos that I do, and that's the music that I play. But maybe I'm just like this. I'm just normal. I'm just I'm a bit boring, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the sparkles and the shine. I would imagine, especially when you're that young. Like that period between like 15 to 21.
So there's
You're
a lot
trying to
of
figure out your place in the world to begin with.
And there's so much duality, because at the end of the day, artists that write their own stuff, that expose themselves to the world through their art, like Belle is doing out here, there's a duality, that's a hyperextension of their personality, but that doesn't actually define who they are either, because it could be just a representation of a situation in particular. That could be just a perspective.
Them in a specific time and
That's
period.
right. So again, it's a really tough mental battle within yourself. And I think JAYDA, when we spoke to JAYDA, she explained it really openly as well. Is trying to find yourself as you are finding your music, as you're finding yourself in craft.
That'd be a good collab, right?
it's-
Belle and JAYDA.
Oh, it would be fantastic. I'd love
Big
that.
pop collab.
Oh, that would be great.
Anyways, well, let us know what you guys thought about it. And yeah, goodbye.
Love it.